Hey guys, the thing is, I had this rig right here. It's a standard 450 drone um, for more than a year. It has a pixhawk on top, GPS pixhawk, OSD, and and the transmitter right here. And what I always wanted to do, I wanted to get rid of the landing gear that usually was here because it was taking too much weight. And this machine flies better than pretty much anything else I built because it doesn't have the landing gear. And because I've been always tuning it for a couple of years, it's been flying flawlessly. And I figured I want to be doing some video shoots when I would like race with another car. And I needed a gimbal that would be a forward mounted gimbal, something like that. So basically, instead of this gimbal being on the bottom someplace, I want this gimbal to be mounted like here someplace, like right here. And I found on eBay a seller who basically takes, you can take any standard gimbal, that's like on eBay for 20-30 bucks. You basically rotate it from that end to that end and flip the top board to the opposite side. So I did that at home to a gimbal that I got on eBay, basically to a black gimbal like that. But what I was missing was that that seller sold me something like this right here. And this is the adapter that you can mount basically to right here to the bottom of the gimbal, right here, right? You see it? Right here. And then this end goes on top of the existing holes on your frame. So with my design, basically I was thinking I would just swap it around, the regular standard gimbal, the regular $30, $40 gimbal. I would just, instead of having this on top of here, I would just move it to the back, swap it down like that, and it would all work fine. But no, I was missing this piece, and I think the piece itself is for sale for like 12 bucks. So, but I got the whole gimbal basically. I got the whole gimbal where I just need to attach this to the frame. So let me show you how you do that. First of all, I had a pixhawk sitting right on top of where the holes at. So the holes are right here, and I got a pixhawk sitting on top of it. So I need to put this adapter right here on top. Let me secure it to the frame. I just had my screwdriver here someplace and it got missing. But yeah, the idea is that because you don't have to have the landing gears, the flight time would be a bit longer. And when you crash, you would crash on all four legs, basically. The landing would be much smoother. Okay, so let's see this guy. All right. And I'm thinking that I should, basically the kit also had the longer screws. So let's see if those longer screws are gonna be of any use. Yeah, they fit just fine. So yeah, this guy needs to have longer screws. Now also don't forget to use Loctite on the new screws because my old screws had Loctite. The new screws don't have Loctite because I gave Loctites to a buddy of mine so that he would secure his bolts to the wheels. Basically lug nuts, lug bolts to the wheels so that they wouldn't be falling out. So anyways, yeah, basically the adapter perfectly matches the 450 frame layout, and I didn't expect that. I didn't know I didn't know it's gonna come with this adapter. I basically first ordered the gimbal, but because it was coming from China someplace, I figured I would just get it done myself. And I was trying to get it done myself, but eventually I realized that something wasn't, I mean, missing, and the missing part was this gimbal right here. And maybe if this gimbal gonna be working fine, the one they sent me from China, maybe that's basically gonna be the best drone there is, because the platform itself is really good. I mean, it flies extremely well. It's pretty stable. I always wanted to put a dead cat conversion on it because of the camera on the front would have less issues. But the dead cat conversion won't be accepting this adapter for sure. But I'm sure we could do something else with the dead cat conversion, basically drill the holes. So, and let's see if this portion, it should look something like that. So it's almost halfway dead cat conversion. The new dead cat conversion of 1.5 is available for sale, but it's still in China someplace, and the shipping cost is a lot more than the um, than the uh, um, than the part itself. So let's see if this is gonna be. How am I gonna be holding this like that? All right. So I need to move my picksock further inland. So it should be like that. I'm just trying to size it up and see if I will still need to have some sort of landing gear in here. But it seems like if this is gonna work, I might just have to bolt. Alright, so if you're looking at this from this angle, okay. So I know it's only 2 screws to hold it. And all of the screws I'm not securing them there forever, you know. It's good enough so that the front engine can go into the into this bay, it seems like. Yep. But cables are in a way here. Okay, so I would like to Right, the part that sucks, I don't want it to be sitting out all the way out because of the vibrations, and but it seems like I have no other choice, because the more inwards I put it, like here, I got cables in the way, but I will have less vibration. Anyways, let me put it on the outside first and then fly with it, see how much vibration I'm gonna have, how much gel effect I'm gonna have, if the gimbal is crap or not, because I mean, you can't really leave any reviews here, not here, I mean, like, you can't leave any reviews on this item on eBay, because by the time you put the whole drone together, strange, is it even the right? Okay, seems like it's right. Okay, and the other one. Get that like that. Come on. Because of this bottom piece, I can get a secure connection there. And here, basically, the screws are also in a way. So, yeah, I mean, great idea, great design, but I need to. I mean, how does one secure this in place? I guess I have to remove the bit. Hopefully you can see where the problem is at. Well, it's not a problem for most of us because we deal with this all the time. And basically, when I race a drone, what I'm missing is I'm missing a front gimbal that's like gimbals itself out. And I always have to either watch into the ground, and I'm basically looking always not the places where I need to look. I'm mostly looking into the ground. So with this gimbal, I'm hoping I could race a little bit and race on this 450 because it's in no way slower than my racer drone. So let's see, this is supposed to be holding for now. Again, this is just a rough draft. I'm making a video of the front facing. Basically, this is supposed to be here in the front. This is supposed to dampen the vibrations. And we can connect the power. Crap, the power cables. Who in the world builds the power cables like this small, huh? There is really no way the battery end gonna be able to reach it. And I'm using, by the way, 5000 milliamps on this battery, and yeah, there is no way it's gonna reach it. I mean, come on. So, I mean, I will test it to make sure it's all gonna work, but I will have to solder longer cables here to go to the back of the craft to make sure the gimbal gonna be operational. But yeah, I mean, look at those guys. You have to add some glue here. But anyways, let me drop this guy and see if I could position a GoPro here. And they sent us the this thingy and that thingy. Okay, so the GoPro, let me find the GoPro someplace. Hold up. Okay, so I got the Eachine here. Let's see if the ring gonna fit into Eachine. Nope, the ring is too big for the Eachine. It fits perfectly into the GoPro, but it doesn't fit into not Eachine, Xiaomi E. Right. So let me remove this cover from the GoPro. No, I didn't want you to power up. Hold on. It's okay, sleep tight. Let's see. We're gonna be installing it something like that. Yeah. So we will have to put it like this way. Basically, this sticky part is supposed to go through here. Come out this end like that, come out on the other end like that. Let's put this guy here and stretch it a bit more like that. Okay. Not here. Like that. Okay. So it's moving back and forth, and you know what? This guy doesn't have the pad that other cheap guys have. So this pad is what makes it from moving back and forth. But I'm not really concerned with it right now. I just want to see if it's gonna work like it's supposed to work. Okay. So tighten it up like that. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right. This guy goes here. And for some reason the sensor is exposed. And you know the worst part? The sensor is actually not screwed in. It's just glued to the bottom. And it's not really the brightest idea. I mean, on the cheapest end gimbals, like this one, you see it's actually screwed in. I lost one of the screws when I was taking it apart. So, or the thread, something went wrong with the thread, so I put the bigger screw. So, yeah. And well, so what I want to see is if I'm gonna connect the battery to it, will it be balancing it well? Because go figure, I mean, it's a brand new gimbal. So let's see. Connect the battery, red and red. Maybe it's dead on arrival, who knows. And let's see. Nope, it's working right out of the box. Okay, so we basically raise it. We shake it to the left, to the right, to the left. It stays in place. Hold on 1 second, let me put this a little bit this way. So, like that. Works. All right, the only thing left to do is figure out how to lower it. It's pretty, yeah, not bad, not bad. Not sure if the prop's gonna be in the way, so let's see. I will connect this guy here. Hold on. I'm sure the prop's gonna be in the way at the way it is right now. And I will upload the video with here. Let's see. Okay, so let's see if this prop is in the way. like that. Now let's see if this prop is in the way. So the right prop, you know, the GoPro lens is that middle. So if we can lower it slightly, by the way, because the sensor is glued on the bottom, it's not perfectly correct. It's lifting up the board a little bit. I mean the whole thingy like that. So it's like that a little bit. My other concern is how well the vibration gonna be and how big of the jelly effect is gonna have. So here I'm rotating these guys while it's steady, and I will see how big of the in the picture we are. But yeah, this is the forward mounted gimbal, which you could buy on eBay for about 55 bucks. And I will be spending some time looking at how to control the inclination, basically forward and back, and we'll see if from sliding back and forth here, because that's a bit too much sliding. I will probably shove something in there like a pad of some sort. And but again, until we're gonna test fly it first time, I wouldn't know how good the quality of the video is. But the board is probably not a knockoff, so I don't think it's anything special. So yeah, but this is basically an inline front-facing gimbal on 450, which gives you enough clearance on the bottom, so that you could land safely. All right. Thank you.